Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching EXPOZ. Today, December 11, 2010, 6:45 p.m. in Birmingham, Alabama. And today's topic, the big push, simply means why is everything headed in the same direction for every country on the face of the earth. Today, every country is headed in the same direction, and it is control. It is the new world order. That's what it's about. Everywhere you turn, you see horrible things taking place. Right here in America, as you all know, along the Mexican border, the border towns in some places have gotten so bad that the people that live in these towns are moving out. And the ones that cannot escape to America are moving back in toward the country. They're all moving south to get away from the continuous, constant fighting and shedding of blood, all for the drugs and all for the money. More people has died in the last 3 years in Mexico than the wars that's been fought on in this country, or in every country as far as that goes. Now, we don't know who's died because there are food wars going on that you don't know about. And I'm going to have to say some of them are in Venezuela. A lot of them are in African countries. Our close neighbor, Haiti, it is horrible. It is horrible. All the help that went their way, only a small portion of it got to the people. And you guys can look it up and you can YouTube it if you don't believe what I'm saying. But I'm telling you, I've done the research on it. I know what I'm talking about. The money that you send around the world to help people for food, they don't get it. Shelter, they don't get it. I think the best money spent today would be give your contribution to a church. At least they'll get it in the right hands, in my opinion. And of course, there are some greedy people out there in that area as well. But anyway, the reason for the push, the reason for everything going to crap in a handbasket is because we are entering into the end times as we know it. The end times, the Bible said there are this many kingdoms. One is one to come, okay? We're in one that's going to fail, and one will start, and that will be the final. That will be the kingdom. That will be the one that takes place in the tribulation. That will be a short-lived, because it will happen for 3.5 years. But we're all being prepared for it now. We're being prepared ultimately to take the mark of the beast. The New World Order is a setup. It is a kingdom. It is a platform that will bring one person in power, and that people will reverend this guy, this man, and they'll think that he is their answer to all the problems, when in fact he is the reason we're having all these problems. Whether Iran knows it or not, and whether the 1.2 billion Muslims The ones that are Islamic extremists, Islamic terrorists, are being hand-led by this evil man. They don't know who he is yet. But he is Satan, but he will be known as the Antichrist on earth when he comes to power. Then 3.5 years into the tribulation, then the false prophet will come in because the Antichrist paved his way. We're being prepared for it now, people. We're being prepared for it by turning the United States, which is the last holdout, the last great holdout. If we were not holding out, we, the country, the world, would already be in the EU. We would already be in the New World Order. We would be there, set up, and then it would be sort of being arranged, the platform being built, the way paved for the Antichrist to come in. Hey, it's happening. All you got to do is read the Bible, and there it is. It's right there. And there's no time in history like today when all prophecies have been fulfilled except for one, and that is the taking away. That is the removing of the light, the removing of the restrainer. All prophecies have been fulfilled in the Bible but one. When that one has been fulfilled, then the stage is set. The drums can roll, the speakers can crank up, because now, people, you are under the power of the false prophet and the Antichrist. They are your president, they are your rulers, they're your kings, or whatever they are. In the meanwhile, just prior to that, Islam will come to a screeching halt. Islam will be destroyed as you know it. Muslim will continue. The Islamic radicals and terrorists, the countries that fly that flag. You're talking about the Persian Empire, which is Iran. You're talking about Gog and Magog. You've heard all these things. They will come to a battle, and they will be destroyed. And upon them being destroyed, then the new leader will walk up on the stage, and before he says, "My name is," we'll be gone. We meaning the Christians. Take it lightly if you want, but facts are facts. Look at it, read it, think about it. Look at the world around you, see how it is falling apart. In other words, see how bad it's going now. If it continues on this trend, it can't. It cannot. It cannot accelerate. And if 25% more of what's already happened happens, we'll cease to exist. That's simple. This world can't stand the burden of the pressure that the governments are imposing on the citizens of their country all over earth. So you can escape it today. Jesus Christ is the only way to escape it, but you can. If you don't, you will have a chance during the tribulation, but it's going to be a very hard, difficult ride. One that you will not like. Jody Wolf, EXPOZ.